Hey guys, welcome to Style Class. This is going to be a really good one. Style Challenge. Why don't you introduce it, Matt?
Oh my God.
Welcome to the first Style Challenge of 2026. We have lots of people on today. It's going to be a great episode. Enjoy.
Tracy's
laughing.
That's some major high-tech stuff we got going on here. All right, guys, so Style Class is going to be incredible. I hate when people talk and chew. This is like a gum shelf.
What?
Anyways, so Style Class today, what we're going to do is a style challenge. We have Tracy, who is our head of design. We have Sarah, who is head of branding, and me.
Tracy's literally like warming up backstage.
Get in the grip, like, and then me. You guys know me, right? Creative director Tibby. And so what we are going to do is we are going to be styling Sasha. Why don't you come out too, since we're introducing? We're going to be styling Sasha along the CP scale. And a lot of you guys recognize Sasha. How long have we been working together?
A lot of years.
A lot of years. And we love Sasha. You're like when in downtime in the modeling room, she's always reading like Crime and Punishment and stuff like that. So it just kind of blows my mind. Like, don't you want a People magazine? And you're like, no. So Tracy, right out of the gate, has started the style challenge. On the CP scale, we have got Tracy styling in the P10 C3 range. Now, reminder, CP scale from creative to pragmatism, right? And so when we say that we're leaning heavily on pragmatism, it doesn't mean that it lacks creativity in terms of like being a creative individual, etc. What it means is it's lacking like some of the over embellishment that you would associate with like creativity in clothing. So on the CP scale, the idea is that as creative pragmatists, we all reside along it. No one absolutely resides at one end or in the middle. But what we do is we use it as a scale to slide along. And when you veer off of it, that's when you start to feel off kilter. So Tracy,
It's Tracy.
It's Tracy. It's so Tracy. So Sasha's wearing, this is the new Fundamentals tropical wool. And it's in this, do you mind coming up closer? So it's in this kind of heathered brownish gray, which I love because it functions a bit like a ring 3. So you can see here, Tracy has actually styled it with one of the red sandals here from Resort. But it functions like a ring 3. So you can see here, it looks all like very neutral, right? But it's one that like a bright pop of color works really, really well with. So we're going to give this a P10 C2 maybe on the scale.
Is that okay with you, Tracy?
Oh,
Sure.
Oh my God, she's minding it. All right, you've heard, she speaks. She is real.
Tracy, didn't you say that you like to wear suits? That's your go-to.
Yeah, I really love to wear a suit tonally. So I love the idea of like all one color or tones of one color.
So what's up?
And then I tend to like, if I do color, I tend to do it in a shoe or in a scarf or in a hat. So I do like to mix it up a little bit, but just like maybe on the shoe.
So we've got the compact knit here and the baby tee. And so you
tech knit.
tech knit, excuse me. And what you'll see here is Tracy went ahead and used this as a scarf and a layering piece. And this is one where, remember, the things in your closet don't have to reside in the category for which you thought you were initially buying them. Can you take your top off? Okay, sorry. So she's got something else on.
Is this a new fabric to us, Amy?
It's a new fabric. It's gonna, if you've had the compact knit before, it might remind you of that
It's lighter.
a little bit. Okay.
It's much lighter.
Guys, we used to do, we did a lot of bodysuits in them. So it's the same kind of very lightweight fabric that we did our bodysuits in.
So what I'm gonna do here is this one, I'm gonna just hold you close like this. I'm gonna turn you to the side here. this new style here, and this group's not coming until mid-Feb, but this new style has a curve here. So you see, like earlier I had on the Liam for Tracy's look. When we switched into this one, it's giving like a clean, it's the cleanliness of the Liam, but it's got some more sharper curves and lines. And then you've got this going on back here where you can button it, you can release it, and then if you want, you can even cinch it up tighter. So what I'm gonna do, Sasha, is text blah, 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 if you like mine the best. Just saying. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sex her up a little bit, and that's a word that Tracy never lets us use.
She just,
Yeah, I'm getting your nose now.
Sick right now.
So I'm gonna give Sasha, I'm going to tighten this up a bit right here. And what we're going to do is, this belt is pretty malleable, so it's easy to do this. I also tell people, if you see like vintage men's belts that are really soft and old, you can use those. Sasha, can we have you switch into these shoes? And while you're putting that one on, I'm just going to show, this is one of the new shoes for spring. You guys, I shit you not, this is so comfortable, and it's maybe like, it's under 3 inches tall. I don't know how to convert that for you Italians, but I'm just saying it's not very tall. But what I was craving, I'm going to use the word sexy again, Tracy, who's like vomiting off stage, but no, she's not. But I was craving something a little sexier.
Yeah.
Right? So, when we talk about mixing big, slim skin, for me, the skin right now is getting little.
and I think I think this shoe is less complicated, and I use complicated in a way in terms of like, there are fewer straps, there's just less to it, it's slimmer, it has.
So it's like if you're going to go sexy, then do it in a way that is, if that's not your normal vibe, do it in a way that is still within your wheelhouse.
Right.
Which is what the sex.
I wouldn't call this sexy. To me, it's like strong and feminine.
Yeah.
So like, she is showing a little skin, but
Well, I wanted to do this here because what I love with this group is I'm putting on these Phoebe Philo earrings, so if they hurt you, don't bitch at me. Just call it. So what I want to show you guys is, this is a suit that I was just at JP Morgan's offices yesterday. This could have absolutely been walking around, fit in perfectly, right? But when you put on the big earring like this and this heel with the bare foot, it makes it so perfect for grabbing drinks afterwards, which we should all be doing.
For sure. And it's just, these are small accessories that carry a lot of weight in styling. And I think, we talk about, like, if you look really closely at this belt, it's, there's a lot of detail in it. I don't necessarily think that just any old belt will do. I think it has to have a little bit of purpose and a little bit of intention and intricacy. And I think that's what makes this really you.
And so this is one too, like if you got this suit, you buy so many vintage like men's belts with studs and, like from all different decades. Really anything here is going to like give a suit here that so much interest. So what this does is it allows you to style, but making sure that the base is really good, right? Like when we went to try new things with food, the base of the food has to be great, right?
For sure, yeah.
So I just want to show you, like if you were during the day or whatever, this kind of pump then is like a perfect option to that close, to the sandal, and it's giving that lean line out. So I just want to show one more thing here. Well, actually, if you'll take the earrings off, and before I have Sarah jump in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you in the rib tank. And then she's still going to wear the jacket, Katura. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is show you how something this simple can go into a styling vein right now that would be like highly on trend. We don't talk about trends, right? But this one would be something that you are really seeing out there right now, which, I mean, whatever, you know, but it's like a way to feel very current. So I'm going to give you the flip flop. So we're taking a black flip flop, and then I've got the Lyra Traeger comb necklaces here that I love, you guys. She's based in Antwerp and young designer. We love her, but wearing this, and then the bonus, Sasha.
Is it called? Yes.
Bonus. But this is something where I think you can feel like, I mean, you're going to be seeing this a lot on Instagram, right? And that's when I start to overload and I'm like, I don't want to go there at all. So this is a way of doing it that you don't feel like what's being replicated out there. You're doing it in your own vein. And what I love about a flip flop too, when you're looking at what you're going to pair together, is that high gloss is giving it some good friction.
For sure. And I think fashion is very cyclical. So avoid trends altogether is really impossible. However, it's any trend that you're going to embrace should really fit with your natural essence.
Is she putting on something differently for you on the bottom?
Yeah, she's just putting on a black legging, but she can keep the black tank top on.
Great. So now we've got Sarah next. So what we're going to do is we're going to allocate about 30 seconds for Tracy, 30 for Sarah, and about 7 minutes
For you.
for me.
So.
No, it's going to be good. I love having a model, you guys. And just so you know, too, the way that we work, like Sasha is who we bring in every year, each time when we're styling our runway shows. And one of the reasons why you work with someone consistent, and Tracy and I learned this the hard way, is when you work with someone consistent, when Sasha's always the one putting it on, then you're like, wow, she feels familiar, but different.
Exactly.
And in the past, sometimes Tracy and I, like when we'd stop her show, we're like, well, let's bring in the Norwegian girl with like the white hair.
Right.
And then everything, we're like, wow, she looks different. And then we're like, oh yeah, it's because it's the Norwegian girl with the white hair.
But this, goes back to the idea of the foundation being something that you're familiar with. In this case, we're using this metaphor with Sasha.
Yeah.
And that's why I think the three of us are really able to get a lot of clarity, especially when we're styling out, which is why Sasha will be with us for the next 3 weeks.
Exactly. Yeah. Getting ready for SCAD.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. Really good. I want to show you guys too. We had on the Stella pant earlier. Do you mind grabbing the Scotty for me in this? But in this group as well, you'll see it also comes with the trouser skirt. So sometimes we've got people who, well, I'm wearing the Stella pant right now. But if you're not a pant person, or if you are a pant person, you just like more options, just me. We've also got this in our classic trouser skirt. Okay, so come on up.
I think it's really no surprise to anyone that I like to break up suits. For me, I really like the idea of a trouser. I'm wearing the Tropical Wool Scotty trouser, and I really like the idea of a blazer with something more casual. And so that's really where I wanted to go with this. So Sasha is wearing the compact stretch fundamental legging with just a white sock and our new brogue from spring, which is just like a really sleek round toe black brogue. And then I had her put on the cashmere Gabe shirt, which is not available yet, but is coming soon. And it is so luxurious. I wish that you guys could feel it through the phone. Charlie, sorry.
Well, but you know what though, with this shirt, even though I thought you would have to feel it to get it, but every time someone wears it, I'm like, oh.
Oh, you're like, oh, okay.
You're wearing the good stuff.
Yeah, and so,
I mean, it's all good stuff.
for sure. But I think in this scenario, like with the legging, I really like the idea of something that is like so luxurious and beautiful to kind of really complement it. And then I just wanted to show how I like the blazer with something more casual. I think it's very tonal. And then the blazer really pops for me, which I think is just a little bit more creative in a way. And then on top of that,
Yeah.
I would really go for it. So I have this really old vintage J.W. Anderson scarf from his collection. And I really would
That
just
collection
wrap
is so
this
good.
up.
I have the t-shirt.
You have piece,
I
right?
got the
You
navy
have to-
blue shirt with the
Because I
sleeves.
think that this just adds like a little more personality, and this is how I would reinterpret this idea. Again, this blazer, the shape, the sculpted arm is something that we have done for a few seasons now. But the tropical wool is obviously a very familiar fabric, and so I think that this kind of breathes a different life into it for right now and adds a bit of modernity, at least from my styling perspective.
What's the slide on the scale, I mean?
Oh yeah,
She's a C10. Well,
I feel like it's like a little bit.
I feel like this goes into C10 though, because
Yeah.
you got the white socks.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot. Like this is
C10.
not for the faint of heart. Let's.
C10 P4. I mean, you're totally running around. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe it's even like a C10 P8 because
Yeah. I mean, I definitely.
you can put her in a
there's a
platform.
yeah, just because you're creative doesn't mean. I mean, I think
But
that's
you're
in
not
your
super
essence. So you're not super pragmatic.
and vice versa.
Exactly.
Amazing. Okay, so we're going to get you dressed in the next.
Mm-hmm.
And while you're doing that, I just want to point out what's interesting is this is a vintage JW, right?
Mhm.
And it was funny that Tracy has a piece from that collection,
Mhm.
I have a piece, and you have a piece. And I think this is where when you are looking for things that are like high impact, super, super over the top, the thing is even though this is all of that, it's still chill, modern, and classic, right? It's classic, it's crochet, it's modern because like it's crochet, but in that
It's super lightweight, which is
Ironic.
something exactly. You know, Katora was saying she was like, "Oh, it's really lightweight," and really that is the difference between something that feels like your grandmother's row. Like this is a modern interpretation
exactly.
of that, which is why I think it feels fresh and just
Yeah.
is something that I will always gravitate towards.
And he did it with, and the version that I have is in a navy blue t-shirt.
Mhm.
So it was definitely chill. And so you guys, no matter where you're buying something on the extreme, even when it's a had to have,
Mhm.
if you make sure that it has your adjectives of chill, modern, and classic, it's not going to be wasted
Totally.
money. You're going to get wear out of it. Okay. All right.
See with it here.
Tracy, where are you going in this?
This, I'm going out to dinner with my husband on the weekend, so it's not dressy, it's kind of casual, but it's a date, so I like to kind of, I guess for the shoe, to be a little bit more feminine.
Yeah, so this is a great version of like getting dressed up for dinner in a way that is showing a little more skin here, a little more femininity, but is still very comfortable for someone who resides in that P10 way. So Sasha is wearing the active knit shorts here, and these have the stripe on the side. Okay, so it's navy blue with the black stripe. And then we've got the navy blue fine gauge turtleneck here that we all live in here, these wool fine gauges. And then our baby blue shirt here. And this one actually is from the Il Carasino collection that Tracy had designed for that beautiful little hotel outside of Puglia. And then the sandals here, these are from last spring's collection, and they're still on sale. And then we have other Good Bear sandals coming up. All right.
So where's it slide on the scale?
You want to name that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I definitely think this is like a little bit more push than I was expecting a brogue
From Tracy.
from Tracy, and I'm looking at Tracy. Okay, I was expecting a brogue, so I was pleasantly surprised. But then you said it was date night, and I was like,
Yeah, I also like,
I just want to show it there.
very
Here.
sporty.
yes,
I don't tend to do sporty all the way,
for sure.
so.
I think that adding that femininity is like what changes how you look and how you feel, and really adds that modernity.
So right now it's super, super clean. Before I do what my official style look is, I just want to show too a hack with just when you've got something that's a V-neck, well, actually a crew neck too, but remember you can just create like all of these head to toe, not head to toe looks, but things that have like another level of than just on
A little
the-
gravitas.
So if you will take off your sweater, you've got the bodysuit too.
I like just
OnlyFans by Tibby. And then we're gonna put you here. And then I'm gonna give you,
With the white socks.
we're gonna take off the shoes here, and I'm gonna have you put on these socks. Do you remember I bought these at Walk Store when we were in Milan that time for the event, like a long time ago? They've lasted forever, and I love it because they just give like some good ironing.
They say orgasm on them for those who.
Yep, and then I'm going to give you the brown loafer. And so for me, someone who's right in the middle of the scale, this is my most challenging item, right? Because it's a little more mannish, and in order to really dress it up, feels more for me than where I would normally go on a daily basis, right? And so what it just means is like, I'm buying this, but I'll buy it in one color.
Right, and you're leaning into you to. I mean, this is very pragmatic.
This is my like hotel breakfast.
Yes.
I'm traveling and it's my hotel breakfast. And so this isn't the way that I would go to work or anything, but this is me going down in the hotel. And if I'm with my family, what I love about this, and it's for any of you guys who are moms out there in Couture, you're going to know this is a problem solver too. This is a cool short to be able to wear like with your kids when you're biking and things like that, because I don't wear like those Lululemon shorts. So like you need to be wearing something athletic, but you're also like, hey, I'm on vacation. Like I just want to be a little bit cool here. So like this and like a white tank top or something, I'm wearing this biking completely. So yeah, that's me. Oh, I just want to show to like, again, depending on the weather, comes with the shoe. But I would, I'll just do it over the shoulders. But
This is like when we're in Paris and you're like, am I going to run into someone downstairs?
Slide the scale.
slide the scale. I'm right in the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah.
C6,
C5, P5.
C5,
Yeah.
P5. All right.
So this short this short comes in 3 colorways. So we've Tracy and Amy both showed you guys the navy with the black stripe. There's a black with the white stripe that we're gonna show you here now, and then I'm having Sasha put on the red with the white stripe. I think just at a general base, I definitely think the red in this scenario leans more creative, whereas I
It's
think
so you.
where it's so me.
It's so
I
you.
mean, for me, I think for all of us, it really has become a fundamental color, even though it's in ring 4. I think it just feels very
Yeah.
comfortable and personal.
So we did the black with the white.
With the white
here.
stripe.
Okay, this is color.
This is navy.
Thank you. But even with the navy here, I do love, like, if you're wearing the black, like, we
Totally.
love black and navy together, guys, so. Would you ever layer this over pants? Curious.
I would layer it over a legging. I would definitely layer it over like the compact stretch legging with like a little sheer
Because I'm not,
sock
I'm
and like
not
a heel.
hating it over the tropical wool
I
spouties
like
either.
it. I want you to put it on actually.
I see what this. I think the proportion would be
It's too
off
big,
because it'd be
huh?
just too big. But yeah, I definitely think that that's something we
Yeah.
could try.
Someone asked me why we didn't do this in navy with white, and I was like, well, navy with black is so much more special.
I just need it, like, I'm
And
like,
it's fun.
okay, I need a
Because
breather.
we want to give you guys like the right.
Yeah.
It's perfect. So we want to give you guys the right amount of pieces to choose from. We don't want to overwhelm you. So this is the red and white pair. This is just really like the foundation of the outfit. So I'm gonna do something tonal, and so I'm gonna have Sasha put on. This is our sweater from winter, our like nubby sweater, and so to make this a little bit more push and a little bit more me, obviously this is like, other than the color, the shapes and the fabrics are very pragmatic. So how I'm gonna spice it up is pair this with our new brown ostrich slingback. And I think that the shoe here really just gives a point of view that you're not getting otherwise.
So good.
And
See, I can't wear this, but I love it.
I'm ready.
I just said I can't, like that. I love this, but it would be, I would,
Did you wear the black version of the?
I think we could, yes, if it were in the all black, but like, I love this for Sarah. I think it falls within all the
Totally.
codes.
Totally.
And that's okay. Like, that's the point here, is to recognize, like,
Mhm.
what's a way of styling it. Like, we don't all have to be like, we're wearing it. And that's not a grading thing either, just so you know, like when you're choosing the best. But yeah.
Sarah, say something for yourself.
Oh my god. I'm like, blink twice if you need help. But what I really want to point out is that, we keep going back to the idea of like fundamental silhouettes, and, even though this sweater, which is on sale now from winter, it still has all of the elements of our fundamental pieces, like the cutout sleeve detail. And I think the short, although this is a new style, we obviously have done kind of this length of short in the past. The active knit is something that we really stand behind. So this really should feel like an easy way to, reinterpret something that you've already loved and you already know so well.
I'm curious if this is like a fashion week vibe or fashion vibe, right?
Mhm.
Are you putting an earring on with this, or does it tip over?
I'm not,
Okay.
like, depending on where I'm going. I think for me, it's like, you've got the little white shirt here, the white detail. If you get really close up, the shoe has the ostrich.
So you got the right amount of friction.
Yeah,
in
and
it, so-
I think if it was a different, we were looking at two red sweaters
Yep.
here, like, they're so different, but they are, they are. So, I really do think that is something, if it was a different,
Yeah, the other one we were
top.
looking at was the one. So you're saying if it was the one with the cutout,
like, I wouldn't do the white t-shirt and then I would do the earring, because
Right.
this would feel this is a bit thinner, this feels a little bit sexier, dare we say, for night. So I really think it's about looking and really being in tune with kind of what you're doing, where you're going, the context of your life, and how what you're wearing works into that.
so this is kind of like Paris Fashion Week day or
Yeah.
chill restaurant at night. But if you did do this for like Paris Fashion
For
Week
sure.
night,
And this is something like I would wear this during the day, and then I would bring that and I would just throw it on,
Yeah.
pair of earrings
yeah,
in my bag and call it a day. But
Amazing.
I definitely, it's me. It's us. Yeah. Number 3, vote for us.
where are you putting that one on the scale?
I'm putting it at like a C8,
Mhm.
P4.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really do think it is so functional,
Yeah.
and I really think what makes it creative is the color and then the proportions.
Yeah.
Whereas it's actually not as complicated in terms of styling and going out of your depth as, I'll just compare it to like the last look, which
Yeah.
had like the soft, like different elements to really think of. I think that is when I'm getting dressed, like if it's easier, not that it feels less creative,
Yeah.
but I think it flows and I don't have to think as much in terms of like
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say or.
So do you think too, like you're wearing, oh, thank you, Tara. So here is the scale, right? From highly pragmatic, creative over here to highly pragmatic. So what I like here too is thinking, when we're talking about highly creative, it doesn't mean that you're only in Paris Fashion Week, because right now, I think this is very like leaning on the creative side, right? You've got it open, you've got the black beads, you've got
For
the
sure.
textured knit, you've got an interesting shoe, you've got the Scotty,
For sure.
but this is completely work appropriate.
Right, and I think that a lot, and
Like
I think
business
that's, and I think
office
that that's
appropriate.
really just such an important point to clarify, is that I think a lot of people associate creativity with loud, boisterous, bold, and while these are all great characteristics, they are not the only characteristics. And so I think when
And they're not limit, and
yeah.
this is not limited to an ad agency or your
Not-
photographer or
No,
something.
not at all. And
Yeah.
again, like if I was wearing, I'm wearing the crinkle shirt in navy. If I was wearing just a navy cotton poplin button down, it wouldn't have as much ease that this one has. So again, I really think creativity can be spoken to throughout in textures, in like small accessory details. It's really like minimal changes. And even though like we're both wearing kind of
Tonal
navy
color.
tonal colors, and I do
This
think
one's-
and I do think that they are on different points of the scale.
Yeah,
completely.
totally, 100%. And I think what's great too is like, if you are someone who is needing to convey that I'm serious, you need
Yeah.
to listen to me, but I'm also going to give you an idea you didn't think of. This,
Yeah.
this is like where you really lean into that
For
creativity.
sure.
Hello, Tracy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jinx.
We brought bags for that.
Jinx. I know, we got bags. We're game
I'm
on.
hating on you, Tracy. You're doing good, girl.
All right, so Tracy, you have leaned so nicely hard into all the ring twos
Yes.
here and ring one. We've got the cashmere blazer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're just going, I see you at dinner at the airport everywhere on this,
Yeah, I
right?
mean, this is kind of like my ultimate airport look. The cashmere is so lightweight, warm, but so luxurious and so easy to layer. And when I get on the plane, I take off the blazer and just throw it over my leg. It's just really easy and packable. It doesn't really wrinkle, which I love when I'm traveling.
So good. And I think too, so you're wearing the Willem, what?
The Willem jean.
The Willem jean. And I think what's great is, Tracy, you really managed to get a little bit of a slimmer look here,
Mhm.
which personally for me, this is perfect for the plane because I'm not worried about what's happening at the bottom
For sure.
when I go into the restroom. And what I love about the Willem jean is it rolls up very easily because it comes in more narrow at the bottom. It's not tapered, but it comes in more narrow, and which means like when you roll it up, it stays, so it's perfect for the plane. And then you're just wearing like the soft loafer with it, and then mixing it with the brown bag. And if you don't mind coming up closer, one thing too, you'll see Tracy paid a lot of attention. If I say, oh my God. Anyways, she nailed this with when you're wearing all these tonal colors, you've got the ribbing, you've got the sheer, you've got the cashmere, you've got the clean brown leather, you've got the denim, and then you've got the loafer that is giving like squish. So all of these different textures are really, really working together. She paid a lot of attention to it. Good
You
Lord.
shut off of that hair tuck into the turtleneck too. This top's here.
Everyone attributes that to the Olsen twins, and I actually attribute it to Tracy.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Okay, next. So like Sarah was saying that someone was saying
All we're saying.
that cashmere, I mean, if you're going to go there, go there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, it's not like we were like, oh, let's do this really luxurious, lightweight cashmere, and let's give it to you in 7 colors. We were like, we're going to give it to you in black, because this is exactly what we want. Tight edit, easy
Tracy
decision.
did it. Tracy, when did you make that suit the first time when I was like, no,
Suit.
the cashmere suit? You made it like a few years ago first, and I was like, Tracy, we can't. I'm like, it's 100% cashmere suit. Like, and then you were like, well, I'm wearing the sample, and I'm like, so every time she came in the office, I'm like, I got it.
Yeah, that is like a one, like, that's part of the secret sauce, I think, is that Tracy then will wear some of those protos throughout the office just to see who's looking.
But it's a way
And that's
to
how this
do
pant
it.
was made.
Well, then and that's how
That's
the
literally how the Scotty pant was
Yes.
made.
And that's how we know that we really love something.
Yes.
And that's gonna
For
work.
sure.
Okay, so for my look, Sarah, it's gonna require this hack. So do you mind chopping him off right above yeah. Perfect. Do this with old janky socks. And the beauty of it is the way that we're doing this is the socks don't have to match. So if you've got like dryer socks that are all just
This
one
is
up,
actually perfect to do with, like,
dryer socks, right? Okay, so come on in. So we've got Sasha here. So now she's got the black jacket on and the matching cashmere pant. So what we're going to do, Sasha, is if you'll lift your leg up, and I'm going to pull the sock over it the way that Sarah just cut it. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to tuck it under there, and I'm going to really balloon her here. Okay? And then So I'm kind of giving the effect of like those balloon pants from, what year was it, Tracy? Was it 2019 that you first did that balloon pant that,
I think it was 2019, yeah.
those were so good. So they've been in our closet forever. And there are things too, like we're pulling them out now more than we had in a while. So remember, when you have something that you love and it's got all your monikers there, chill, modern, and classic, you do not get rid of it. What you do is, if you're tired of it for a little while, you just hold it off to the side. And that's the beauty of having that longer rise as well, because it can always be adjusted and you are never limited to anything in one way. You can make it high, you can make it low, do whatever you want with it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm really turning her into like a chic evening look.
Mhm.
So I'm going to give her the sexier heel. All right, we're going to wrap that around there. Thank you, Sarah, for helping my team.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I should get extra points for,
Yeah.
for being a team player.
Totally, 100%. Remind someone, give her points. Okay. So what we've done is I wanted to give a bit of ankle here
Mhm.
and then that sheerness. So we've left you bare underneath. Well, actually, you have on that leotard. And then this is where, with this much simplicity, I'm going to go with, these are like these vintage 80s earrings. So
Yeah.
we're going to give you something that is like, look at me, right? And this is where for a lot of you, especially if you do have a lot of that quiet luxury,
Mhm.
this is like what kind of smacks that around a bit and gives it more. That looks so good. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? I'm like,
Okay.
now I'm gonna keep complimenting her because, oh yeah, well I heard that Sasha looks really great in Amy's look. I'm like, yeah, she does.
Okay, so I'm going to airport you out though in my vein really quickly, if you don't mind. So we're going to throw on the nylon pant there, and oh, can we show that now?
Oh, I thought you told this.
We haven't introduced that yet. Oh, sorry, I meant an old one, just as a placeholder in my mind. Yeah. Okay, so now we are building the ultimate travel suit. And that's the thing, guys, when you invest in something as rich as the cashmere, you are making an investment in something because you're going to wear
Well, you're gonna wear your
Wear
clothes.
it.
Wear it. Like,
wear it. So you're gonna really like wear it the way Sasha just did with the big earring and the hosiery and the heel, and it's gonna be so out there. But then you are absolutely gonna be like pulling up to LaGuardia Airport in it and traveling on the plane, 100%. Okay. So we've got you here, and
The
then
jacket is so soft.
is this yours?
yeah, but you can use it because team player.
Oh my God. Can I have the gray cat, that navy sweater?
Also,
I'm just going to show one more time. If I'm going to the airport here, this is where I love, we're going to get you with a little bit different color sock here. And then, if I can have the brown loafer slide. And one thing I always do when I'm traveling is,
are you tucking her?
I'm going to tuck her in a little bit.
Just
This
so
is-
she's like not rolling around in the bathroom.
Yeah, and this has got the snap, so you can make it shorter. But I love just doing this. And this is where, guys, that if you saw this on a runway and you were like, I am styling this pant this way, you might feel silly.
Yeah.
If you like are really following the runway on it.
Mhm.
When you don't feel silly is when there's an absolute purpose for it. You don't want shit all over your pants. You're in the airplane, you were tucking that in because it just makes complete sense.
Right.
Right? And then for warmth, this is where you just grab any sweater and you're going to go here. Wait, shout out to Barry. Even grab it, HBO. But here, you're just doing that, and then that way you're like moving things off and on, and
Coming to an airport near you, literally.
I mean,
This is
1000%. So again, different textures. You've got a cashmere knit, you've got a t-shirt, you've got the Winslow and the nylon, and then the beautiful, beautiful cashmere sweater, and then the loafer that just slides on and off. Yes.
So, keeping it consistent with how I wear suits, which is breaking them up, I'm going to show you guys the pant iteration of the cashmere because I think we all really love, we're pants people.
We're pants people.
And I think we all really love the idea of a beautiful cashmere pant. And although I think what I'm wearing right now is really like a good uniform for me as someone who's creative to like play up with accessories, I do think layering things is also a nice way to add interest.
Yeah.
So when Sasha comes out, I wanted to do something a little bit more casual, and I'm actually going to grab my dickie that came with my camel sweater, or I guess it's toffee colored, from Resort. Oh, thank you. And this sweatshirt, which Amy wanted to steal.
Nice.
Okay, so here she is. Hi, Sasha. So she is just wearing the black cashmere trouser and a white Charlie shirt. Again, these are fundamental, foundational pieces of your wardrobe. These are our tried and true silhouettes and shapes. And so I always feel more confident in kind of pushing myself and experimenting when I have a really good base that I feel good in. That just feels easy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have you put this on. And I love the idea of a dickie for many reasons, but obviously it's super pragmatic for the winter, for any season. But I think it also adds so much style and just really point of view. So I'm going to just have you tuck that under. And
which is a key thing, that this can be tucked, and it really just looks like a turtleneck.
Yes, and that's kind of like the vibe that I wanted. And then I'm going to have you this is our lightweight sweatshirting, which obviously is something that everyone knows and loves. I really love the idea of this like athletic wash gym gray.
Okay, but this
is the tweet.
This is the perfect way to layer, because you're not stuffed like a sausage.
Right. And so I think that that's really, really critical when you are layering. We talk so much about fabric and the weight of the fabric. We're calling it a featherweight turtleneck because it is that lightweight. And so when we're talking about the lightweight sweatshirting, this is not what you've just grabbed out of the drawer from, your rec sports team or what have you. And
will you come just a little bit closer? I just want you guys to see. So, yeah, like Katura said, this is that lightweight sweatshirting that we love. I love that. I love this. I love this new. Tracy, this one is so good. Yeah, it's so good.
And so I really wanted to embrace our step sneaker, keeping kind of in line with this idea of fundamentals. I really do think that this really is our fundamental shoe.
Yeah.
What I love is that our newest iteration is kind of perforated, so there's a sense of transparency, which for me is a little bit of skin.
Yeah.
And so you don't need to tie them, Sasha, but I think just putting them on and just showing that this is definitely more pragmatic, but I really do think that the layering is thoughtful and intentional, and that is what makes it creative, because you are thinking a little bit.
And with the cashmere pant, I do think this is one where you could have also used the band that we just did.
I was
safe,
right, and so that would be my suggestion, would be to do that, just to show, if there was, I'd give her probably a sock, but just to showcase, again, create, using this really, really beautiful pant as the base. Yeah. And creating.
I'm only struggling here, just so you know.
And creating different.
There you go.
She just never went.
And creating different shapes. I think there's just a sense of ease that I really gravitate towards and that I'm attracted to.
No, I think to what's so great about this, it's 100% cashmere. It is so rich, but you look so chill, right? But you don't look sloppy.
And that's the key.
The holy grail,
grail.
Because you can go so dressed up, you can go so chill. So especially I keep talking from the exact point of view, but if you're traveling, this is what you want. I mean, this might be your hotel coffee or your sightseeing. And then you've absolutely got a meeting where you're wearing it with the blazer and then dinner out and you've got nothing on underneath it. And it's
Totally.
like, amazing. Thank you. How are we doing?
Yeah,
Is
what's
this-
next?
We're doing good.
Yeah.
So Tracy said,
What did Tracy say?
Tracy was like on her watch. She's like, she wants to make sure she gets good time on her.
I love, oh,
Oh,
I love it when Tracy gets ratted out.
Backseat driver over there.
The other day, Tracy and I were doing a conference call with like Anthony and Shruti or something in production, and they all thought that I had hung up because like sometimes like
oh my God.
it was a FaceTime like you
That's my
and I did that too recently.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
actually, speaking of no, but they started like talking, and I was like.
You're just like breathe.
I was like, oh my God, what are they going to say? What are they going to say? Because I've always felt like I don't want to hear what people say. I mean, the shit I said about my boss, like I don't want to hear. People talk, right?
That's like the point. Like worry about yourself.
No, but they didn't. They didn't.
Good
I was like,
people.
God love them, and actually, Tracy and I and you and Katar, like we should never be talking shit about each other at all, unless it's to our spouses or our parents. Yeah.
Probably tell Jack everything.
Well, when the
Wow.
kids were little, one of our employees, when they met him at the Runway show, he was like, it was like Gabriel, and he looked at him, he's like, so you're Steve. And the guy was like, and he was like, how do you know my name? And he's like, because my parents. And he was like, what? And I was like, oh, God.
They really
Just,
Noemi definitely knows Amy. She's like, I know Amy, and she's yes Amy.
I'm yes, Amy. I'm yes, Amy to her, no, Amy. I'm really excited about this next skirt. And Katura, we did this skirt actually because of you. And you were really saying, give me the next nylon skirt, right? You had your balloon asymmetrical, you had your pull-on, we got the trouser skirt. You're like, what's next? So what we did is we took the lantern skirt that we did from 20,
It's like the mainly
was your first? No, second season.
Second
was that-
season because we did it in the sheer.
It was in that sheer.
the starch.
Wait, was that your?
That was my first.
Yeah,
runway.
because the first one was at the schools for me. That was crazy.
Oh
Oh,
I have so much
Erase.
down.
I can't even believe you came to work for us. Anyway, that was crazy. But this is the lantern skirt. We did it in that cotton organza sheer. And so now we have put it in the sporty nylon, which I love. And don't get me wrong, like I love the sheer. I pull it out
For sure.
every time I'm on vacation. I pull it out. But this nylon, I'm going to be wearing it to the office.
And there's just more practicality built into
Yeah.
the material.
Oh.
Oh, Tracy.
I
Okay.
can't. So good. Tracy,
Tracy playing
where are you
with
going? What are you doing?
Tracy's
This is-
playing
I'm
to
dying
win.
here.
I'm going to work.
Look at that
She's
ankle.
like,
Talk about
Oh, this is so good. So you guys can see the lantern detail. It's got the fixed waistband here and then the pockets. Because Tracy,
Tracy said she looks at the weather every morning.
well, if you can do a pocket, you'll do it pretty much,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I think that for me, as long as it's flattering on the body, I love a pocket. It just gives you that kind of
That's not
chill
yours.
moment. So yeah, I will always put a pocket in unless the fabric, fabric.
Because sometimes what happens with a pocket is if it is something straighter, if it's going to gap no matter what, if someone just, if you ate just like one extra slice of pizza that night and then the next morning it gaps, we don't want that. So this is the cashmere sweater that is,
For
winter.
Yeah.
this is on site right now, and you can see you can actually adjust it and pull it up. So Tracy kind of ballooned it up here because you got the fullness of the skirt, and then the way that it's coming in right now is giving a slim vibe. But let's show an option here. Like we love this skin, right? But it is super cold out too. So if you'll put on that one, So
Launching, I mean, literally, like soft. This is soft launch. Like, I don't know. I would just keep clicking the site, refresh.
So this is everyone's favorite boot. the reason why we did this boot like this is I love a cowboy boot. If I'm running around the city, sometimes it's a little too on the nose.
Yeah,
You know,
for
it's
sure.
too on the nose, right? And then a boot with like a chunky hip. This is the one that I always thought on a Sunday in New York, what can I walk in for hours and still feel comfortable but be put together? What can you shop in Paris?
Mhm.
This is it. And so you're loving yourself.
So guys, this boot, this is a great faux suede, and we also have in this like leather look that's coming as well. So 2 different Bronsons that we're really excited about. The short Leo booty and the Bronson is the tall one, the short Leo booty as well.
And I want to show too, like, if you got on gray, you got on navy, you got on white, you've got on brown. So literally all the color wheels. So here, even mixing in a black bag, like if you had a brown bag, it kind of like hits 2 on the nose again. But this, like just residing in the color wheel there.
I just think, yeah, also she's wearing the circular fine ribbed crew neck underneath in this like tonal navy. So it really, Tracy really brings 1 and 2 fully.
Yeah.
She's nodding because she
Just like, I know I did. Vote for number 1.
Okay.
All right, we'll get you changed up.
The sweater's on sale.
That's how I thought.
Minus
It looks like it should.
minus
be.
5%.
No, I know. There's only a couple sizes left. It is. Say it again, because it
It's
is.
a forever sweater. You can never have enough turtlenecks.
Yeah.
And this heavy cashmere is just really, really good.
Tracy, you
And it is the one like we lay on couches in it forever.
Yeah.
And then I wear it to work.
In a row.
Yes.
Over the
I have it in every color. The
Mhm.
crew neck, the turtleneck.
Everybody's wearing it in the
Every-
office. All sizes are currently available.
Oh, okay. Ivory. Ivory's good. You always kill it in an ivory.
I love Ivory. I
Yeah.
feel close. Nobody.
Oh, nobody gets her out. Now I will say, the only place I don't wear that sweater, but sometimes I'll throw it on like over my bag. But sometimes it's a commitment on an airplane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't just take on and take off and on.
But I do put that over my shoulders.
Mhm.
I'm not a tie over the shoulder person, but
Yeah.
I use that as like a pillow tied over my shoulders, and then because it's too much real estate in your bag.
It's too much real estate in your
Yeah, or I
bag.
lay it over my
Exactly.
bag.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh, well,
All right. So
I need to start the.
we are on vacation.
This is
So wait, can you take your foot out for a second? So we're gonna give you a hint of color here. That's my nod to like vacation time. And we've got you here with like your little beach bag. And so this is,
Celine.
that old Celine. And then this is where you saw Tracy literally just had her all set up for the streets of New York in January. And now we are at the Nice Farmers Market, loving our life. I do want to shout out, this is Malia Mills bathing suits, guys. We love Malia. She did our printed ones last year in our classic print. But what I want to show you guys, this is now 15 years old, this bathing suit. It's like I wear it all the time. It just keeps, it's amazing. So what we're gonna do here now is show you like, if you're in farmer's market mode. Actually here I'm maybe going shopping if I'm gonna,
If you're putting on those, you're going shopping.
Yeah. because I'm gonna show, this is our family obsession because I'm showing you my glasses, Gabe's glasses, and Frank's glasses. And these are from the Jacques Marie Mage. They just opened a store in Austin, Texas, but based out of LA, French guy, amazing independent company, incredible, incredible stuff. No partnership, we just love. So, oh, hello. Nice. You, Jill.
So bad.
I think are these the most amazing glasses? Okay. So I'm putting this on here, and this is where, like, I think that if you had the sexy sandal, it's like just that shift of,
Wow, yeah, the sexy sandal, and you're going somewhere else.
well, that's the thing.
but in
think,
but in the best way.
that's the beauty of vacation is that spring sandal.
Like, you're gonna go to Ibiza.
Yeah, the beauty of vacation time is that, yeah, perfect, thank you. That's what I want to do. So if it's vacation time, the glasses, like this would be dinner out in
Oh,
Cap Rock,
for
right?
sure.
Dinner out, all with the change of a sunglass. So something like this can all stay the same. And then here we've got our shopping glasses. Again, no connection here with,
I'm gonna get
not
her.
very much. I just, again, now you're chill and you got your bag again and you're out shopping.
She can have a hat. Like,
And then just because these
I'm
are
not touching
so beautiful, these are Frank's. All right.
she's gonna dust for fingerprints.
I know. And then these great,
They're beautiful. That's why.
they're so beautiful. And so this I love because it's a Ring 3
Yeah.
vibe and shut up with yourself.
You can book Sasha
Okay.
through me.
Um,
Next an agency date.
but this is really the idea. The belt's undone here, guys, because we've been using it for other things, but you are shopping away. And so, and I wear this too, like beachside. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm not afraid of getting some suntan lotion on it, SPF.
Absolutely.
So good. Get back, get a little photo. Amazing. All right, now for Sarah's look number
And
3.
like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
What do you do? What are you
I
doing?
don't know. It's a surprise for everyone. Don't remember.
Wait, what if I did ruin Frank? Oh, those are for Frank, right? His
I
glove.
gave you the whole thing.
Okay. So those Gabe's.
Yes.
All right, I'll return these. These are so beautiful.
They're just beautiful.
Jeez. It's like once you touch them, it's like how do you go?
How do you go back?
How do you go back? I mean, like
Oh,
yeah.
so you actually, yeah. I think you guys should put these on back there, and then we can show out here with a different pair.
Perfect.
Just
Good
for,
idea.
perfect.
Yeah. So what Sarah's going to show you guys is what we did for the runway show, and you can show here.
So, available to view on the Runway and also the collection page on our site is our spring shoe idea. And so, we showed you before, and Sasha will come back out with the brown ostrich version of this. But this is just a really beautiful kind of khaki, purposefully
Rough prototype of that one, by
Yes.
the way, from show.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is what we have.
That's
It's been
okay.
worn a lot, so just bear with us.
Yeah.
But what we really liked,
Oh, shut up.
I'm like, forget this shit. No. But just really quickly, what we really wanted was to add just a little bit more interest and a point of view. And I think especially for a runway, like you really want that gravitas that's going to make a statement. You're not only showing this to an audience live, but as well as the photos, you really want to make sure that it hits the mark and it's telling the story that, you really want to tell. And so for us, I just, Sasha was there, as she is, and, we were just kind of all going back and forth in terms of what we wanted to say with a lot of the femininity and the silhouettes
Yeah.
in spring. And it just felt like we needed something that was forceful almost to really, like, to physically almost ground the looks. So,
And this is where, for us, we were really feeling for a pump this season.
Yes.
Like, Tracy came out and she's like, every time we're starting to fit the new collection, I keep grabbing the pump. I'm like, I'm wanting the pump because I'm feeling like I just need a little bit of elegance in the world. And then you took it and you were like, okay, elegance, but now toughen it up and give it.
for sure. And I think I mean, the idea of a pump is a very classic shoe. And so how the three of us interpret it very differently, just makes it that much more wearable. So to create our pump sock shoe boot, we took some compression tights, we used regular tights, and we chopped the toes off, very Cinderella, and then made a hole in the bottom where the heel would be, and you just slip those bad boys on. And the result is, again, it's kind of like soft shoe boot. So I wanted to show the white iteration of this skirt. So the skirt is coming in the tobacco cognac brown that Tracy and Amy showed. The white and black. And we just put it with a t-shirt here, crew neck, and then, tried and true, these washable cashmere, this v-neck, the polo neck, it's something that we keep coming back to, and we keep expanding in terms of kind of colors and rings because we really do believe in them.
So can you throw that off? And so what is really important here when you're thinking about the fundamentals is if you were doing something like how we've styled this pair of shoes, but then if you put on this like bright silver techno extremoid jacket and pair of pants with it, that's where you can start to feel outside of your wheelhouse. So you're like, I want to try the shoe thing. It's really, really interesting.
Sure.
But doing it here with all of this familiarity is like really, really, really good.
Can they buy this to do that?
The arm warmer?
I'm not sure of the material.
No, because even though the slit where the thumb is, the heel could go out, the front's not going to go down long enough over the top of the shoe. Yeah.
Whichever. Sorry, did you want
Yeah.
to say something?
No, it's perfect.
So this, I really love this silhouette. This is a kind of a combination that I always come back to. It's like very Mrs. Prada to me. But I think this shoe here really changes the idea and just shows how you can really wear white and these lighter colors throughout every season. I've just given her a gold geometric earring here, and I'm gonna give her a red one on the other side, just to make it a little interesting. There's really no rhyme or reason. You don't need to go looking for earrings that match. To be very truthful, I have a lot of earrings that no longer match, and so that is the real reason if we're going to be very intentional here.
And even wearing them when they match, just putting them both on
Both in
one
the same,
side.
yeah.
Because these are the Dorsey ones. Am I saying
Or
right?
that, yeah. Oh, I was gonna say I really
They're good, right?
like them.
They're so good.
So this is like everyday anywhere look. I love it with the resort trench. I mean, I think she's going from Paris to New York to Connecticut for the weekend. This to me works in so many different iterations.
There's this quiet luxury that is not silent. And I think
Yes,
that's where
I
a
think
lot of
that's
people
really
want with
critical.
quiet luxury.
Yes.
Would you do your blue glasses with it or?
I mean, we can see it. I don't think I would. It just feels like one too many things. I think I would do your
No, you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
Jump
that's
the
kind of
shark.
the thing
I
is,
agree.
jump. Yeah, exactly. I think immediately.
No, just but even if you're wearing all navy,
I think
right?
right, and I think that that's the difference.
Yeah.
I think
And this is not right or wrong. This is just knowing for yourself when
exactly.
you
It's
yeah.
exactly, and I think this is just really walking that very fine line, between what my personal styling parameters are and
Yeah.
what I feel is too push. Because even though, yes, I do lean very creative, I still do ground myself in pragmatism, and there are still things that are too much for me.
And so 100%.
And then I'm like, whoa, no, or
pull it back.
yeah,
and
that's
this
just a
is-
personal feeling.
And you'll know it when you're trying it on.
Yes.
When you guys send, sometimes I love it, don't stop. But when you send me a picture and you'll say, is this right? I don't know if it's right because I have no idea how you feel. It is akin to you sending me a picture of a cheeseburger and asking me if it tastes good to you. And I'm like, I have no
It's
idea.
all
It's not my
subjective.
mouth.
Right.
I'm not eating it.
It's all subjective, and I
Yeah.
think that's where, I really want to emphasize personal. It is your style.
Yeah.
It is not anyone
Right, no
else's.
wrong.
Right, exactly. It is, and it's a feeling. I think for me at least, it's really that gut feeling. If I'm trying to put a look together, and I'm just I can't put my finger on what it is that isn't working.
Yeah.
That's enough for me to be like, okay, I can't.
Yeah.
It's just going to bother me all day if
Yes.
I just wear something that slightly feels off, and not off in the good way, off in a way that, I'm just a little stuck.
Yeah, with these style principles that we talk about, big slim skin, one ton none, right? All of these things, they are important to you if when you read about them, if when you are sitting here reading it and you're going like this, shit, This is like
Right.
why I have always felt this way. That is when you know that it's hitting home for you. It's not like an acquired thing. Like if it hits home, it hits.
Right.
And it explains why you maybe never felt. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Tracy.
Hello.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay. I mean, you're going to the Miriam Schaefer
I know.
bag. You're like,
Wow.
okay. The Miriam.
That's very.
Oh my God.
It's good.
It's so good. Well, Tracy, where are you going?
I think this is like, it's the end of the week, it's Friday, and I'm going to work, and I just want to be really comfortable. Yeah.
Oh my God. And again, a forever piece is the Liam here, and this is the double-faced alpaca. Is that right? Did I get that right?
Well,
Yeah, the looks.
And then Tracy, you've got the pocket on the inside, which I love because I was running to Whole Foods yesterday and I put my wallet in my pocket and I'm like, I didn't feel good walking around New York with that. I was like, oh yeah.
Guys, the inside pocket is, like, for me, so functional. Like when I'm traveling, my passport in there, my phone in there. It's just like,
And
really,
all of these things are added, like these details are added to make it easier for you to get dressed.
Yeah.
And like to go on with to live your life, to be you. It's not, Tracy and Amy are never just adding things to add them.
Yeah.
Like, there's not just an accoutrement here. Let's throw a button here. Like the ring on the back
It
of the
really
jacket.
isn't. I mean, it really, it's
It's
got to have purpose.
Yeah. So I think really this, I mean, every look that Tracy's done is so Tracy.
So Tracy. Right? I mean, and that's why we say, like, when we're talking about where it is on the scale, when we put this at like a P10 and like maybe a C2, C3, you know, we're talking about creativity in terms of the fluffy stuff, right? That the JW crochet, but we're not talking about it in terms of like really, really creative as hell. I would like
Yeah.
buy anything that you're selling.
We should totally take off the jacket so we can see
Yeah.
the sweater.
Okay.
Perfect.
oops. So we've done, this is our t-shirt version of the polo. The waffle cashmere, it's a new style for spring. I
So
love the
beautiful.
idea of like just layering because it just adds like a different dimension.
It's my type of heritage. So
Yeah, you know, you can just
Yeah.
like any color underneath. I always do like the heavy gray and white. It just adds like a little bit of more interest.
So what I love about this, Tracy, is it also, one of the things that we talk about is for some people, you might feel like a trope when you're wearing a polo shirt. I tend to feel very tropey. I live in Greenwich. My hair is blah, blah, blah. I don't feel tropey in this. Like, because it's got all that ease and slink and everything, it feels so good.
It's got the like slightly asymmetrical button
Yeah.
detail. And again, these very thoughtful things in terms of like why you would decide to buy this iteration of a navy cashmere
Versus-
polo versus another one out there in the market.
Okay, we've got 2 more switches here and then
Thanks for saying
we're done. Thank you for staying with us, guys. This is definitely running over, but I have a feeling that you're not hating us about that.
And if
So,
you are, complain to Matt.
yeah, Matt loves hearing any complaints for sure. Like, what?
It's my favorite.
It's his favorite. It's his absolute favorite. Okay, so next we are going to be looking at the black version of the same jean. And
Which I think is you as a jean. I know, like, feel like I don't really, I would never really say that, but every time I see this jean in black, but I see it a lot on you, I'm like, oh,
that vintage
so,
black is so.
I'm like, that's so,
you know what it is I have a lot of dressy things to go to where I need to feel dressed, but I don't want to feel overly so. And I love the regular denim, but for any kind of dressy event or meeting, the black is my go-to. And it's always a wash black. I've never been a saturated black denim person, even like when it's all the rage.
I think the washback has that built-in ease, which is why, you know,
Yeah.
even if it's structured in a way.
Yeah. I've got my belt out here that I'll use.
Oh, you're not.
If you're looking for
no?
Sorry for that malfunction. Did you spill something on the computers?
Drenched the whole control.
Wait, where was that happened? What was the story? Someone spilled the Pepsi on the.
Hope it wasn't an NASA.
There was a
was a
coffee
story
spill
like
in the store, and then the music system broke.
Wait, I don't know about that.
Yes, you do. This was like 4 years ago, literally.
What a time.
Coffee like spilled out in the
No, I feel
like
That is totally one of the things though, that no one tells me.
oh my god, I think I literally emailed every single person being like, I'm so sorry. Oh yeah,
Okay.
this is Amy.
Yeah, so this is for me like I'm just traveling and I've got to go out at night and I need it to like say nighttime, but I also need it to just be like a little settled. So, and I don't love the proportions of this rolled up.
Does rolled up signal more daytime for you, or
Yeah, it made it like, cause already it's casual with the browns and
I just also wouldn't necessarily roll the sleeve,
Roll and roll.
yeah.
the jeans are rolled up,
We
right?
just like once is enough,
Yeah.
in my
Yeah. And so this is where I really was wanting a jean that had a fit that was a little bit slimmer through the leg because I love the others, right? I do, but I just needed the options.
Yeah, and we've been, this slimmer leg, I want to be clear, slim, not skinny.
big difference?
Very big difference in terms of the silhouette here. It's something that like we have been talking about for a little while now
Yeah.
and just, kind of feeling that desire for just a leaner silhouette. And I think this
Yeah.
gives.
How tall are you, Sasha?
5'10".
5'10". Okay, so Sasha's 5'10", and this is where you guys can see this is the same jean size that I wear. I was wearing this last week. And so a lot of times for people, like if you are taller and on the thinner side, you can, you have to see like where things are going to hit you because your measurement right here is solid size 4. And so everything's just kind of like, beautiful hang there. So I love this too with the gray. And can I see the other colorway in that just to show? So this is one of the new groups in the fundamentals as well. And
It's so the crinkle slip, which we did a crinkle. I mean, I'm also wearing another crinkle top, but I think from fall we did the 2 crinkle pieces, the V-neck wrap dress and the slip skirt in pink and black, and we just really loved them. That we really wanted to, reinterpret that slip style that we have always done, just in a new way that felt a little lived in, that had that ease.
And very simple way, guys, to update your closet immediately. So, if you've got black, if you've got brown, most of you do, then pairing it with this very steel blue gray or this very electric-y, limey yellow in these ring 3s is going to be like immediately, it's not a new outfit, it's going to give you a new feeling when you wear it. Okay, last.
Is that
Honestly, take out the
Last
I'm
look.
like, Dana.
is that gray? Like, where does it fall?
Okay, it falls in ring 3 to clarify. That
Yeah.
gray is
Yes, because it's got the blue.
Is
See,
that bad
You
boy.
cannot just say that it's gray and then walk away.
and it's not. And to be clear, it's that gray with a bluer undertone that you will see kind of throughout spring as well. It's something.
Well, even in this was the big
and
surprise.
summer.
Like
Mhm.
for summer, we did this these flip flops, but this brown is not
Not-
leather.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. And I think that
Just-
worked out in our favor.
I know it was just like so beautiful when everyone was trying it on because you can imagine like if I was wearing something gray here,
Mhm.
this is a different vibe than if you put it with that brown. Like this is, you can see this is much more classic, right? Cucinelli,
Absolutely.
Ralph Lauren, etc. But once you put the ring 3 here, this has got like the purpley undertones.
Exactly.
And it just becomes something different. Good, both good, but just different. And not different outfits, different feelings when you wear it.
Correct.
Feelings.
Obviously, I made the last look the most complicated.
Oh, did you? Just to
Not like
fuck
I'm-
with everyone.
Yeah,
and
like not on purpose. I also didn't go.
if we were on American Idol, do people like normally go for like first or this, like whoever gets mentioned last or first?
I feel like it's.
I don't know the viewership. Like I don't know how people how long are they watching for? Are they like, oh, after half an hour, I
I
go
watched America's, what is it? What is the?
I don't know. You tell us. Let the
America's Got Talent.
Right. So I guess this will be a test. Like, are people still watching right now, or were they like?
They're waiting for the.
Were they like 45 minutes ago?
They're waiting for the drum roll finale here to come out. It's going to be
We're
good.
saving the best for last.
I thought I was like, this could also work like a hat, but it doesn't.
For who?
For a cat.
Not even
For a cat.
for a mouse.
Okay. So
You can write kids books.
I'm. Maybe put this on you. Okay. So
Sarah?
Sheer red is so good. It's like so different.
for me, I wanted to really showcase how to work this denim in with other denim and kind of make it again a little bit more push in a way that I think is like non-traditional. Maybe chop this in. So the Willem jean in the classic blue. I also think the black works in this scenario, but I knew I wanted to do like the red and the gold, and so I just felt like the black with the black was just too much. There's a lot going on here, do not get me wrong, but I think because it's denim, that immediately makes it feel heritage in a way that works for me. Like I don't feel like I am super like J. Crew or Maybell or any other like typical Tommy Hilfiger like heritage brand. I think that this definitely leans a little bit more experimental, curious.
It's also, if this had been like silk and silk, it would have been like outfit.
For sure,
Like,
for sure. And I
and
think
not
that's
maybe.
really like, why I think denim on denim works so well is because it is that very utilitarian workwear vibe. I think I layered it with the turtleneck because I just really like those proportions, but this also really works well without the turtleneck later in the season, so to speak. This is our new Charlie shirt in this kind of like bleached, lighter blue. I do love that they don't match. Like they shouldn't match like they can, sure, but I don't think that there are such strict parameters around denim pairings. I think that people get a little bit confused or perplexed when pairing denim because it's like, is it the right one? And again, it's kind of that like gut feeling. You just kind of have to try it. This is something that I think works for daytime. I think works for evening. I did no jewelry because I think the shoe and tight kind of really speak for that. And so I think that, again, is really important. I think creativity or like pushing in a fashion way doesn't mean more. It means considered. And I think the same goes like Tracy's was, I think all of us really considered exactly how we wanted to feel and what we wanted our outfit to say without speaking. And so each one feels very personal, but also very clearly like within the realm of creative pragmatism.
Yeah, I mean, all of them are things that we could all, again, slide
It's like,
in.
these are all pieces that separately or, I know Tracy would wear the turtleneck with the denim shirt. Like they're all pieces that we would wear.
Or this is like someone who's like very city, but they're like, you know what, I'm going to Montana and I want to feel like myself.
To me.
I'm going to Jackson Hole. I want to feel like myself. And then you're still doing it, but you're doing it like with,
Right. And I think like, for example, like if I was going to Jackson Hole, so first of all, I ditch the shoe combo and I'll just have you hold this.
What shoe would you wear?
This is like a very tiny, like child's vintage belt. Okay, but
is amazing.
the Luscious and Ashes.
Love.
Literally, okay. This is just a vintage belt I bought in Jackson, but I would honestly, I'd probably wear like either a boot.
Yeah.
I would do kind of a combination with the black and tan. Yes, I would. Yeah. And this is where I would absolutely lean into the idea because I think what the beauty.
Sorry, the other boot.
This is the other one that has that leather look. It's a faux leather, so it's
got the stretch.
It's got the stretch that we all really want and need. Very malleable. So I would wear either of these boots with this. I think it becomes more thematic, sure, but it's very much a part of who I am. Right. So for me, it's like I don't really care what anyone else thinks.
You're picking your place.
Yes, exactly.
Because you've done that, and it's denim.
Right.
But you did not
I'm not wearing a
all the
70s,
other
right,
elements.
like I'm not wearing a 70s cut with a Western shirt with a trucker jacket. Like, again,
Right, you're not
I'm
doing
not
the
adding the
belt
whole, yeah.
and this. It's
Right,
like,
exactly.
choose this.
Exactly.
choose
And that, again, it's just being thoughtful and just ensuring that you're communicating exactly what you want to say.
All right, guys. Done? Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you have fun?
Great job. Yes, oh my god.
And Sasha, who do you think was the best?
Oh my god, no, please don't make me do this. No.
Sasha's like, goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you guys. This was fun. I want to do this more.
Yeah.
I want to do it with the store stylist as well. This was a lot of fun. I mean, I hope you guys have fun. We had a blast.
And this is,
It was good,
Yeah.
right?
That's good.
Amazing.
this has been like ongoing, like,
We were
the psych outs, like,
Well, come look at Tracy. Tracy, are you?
Tracy's been like,
Tracy's over on the couch. She's like taking Instagram and like buying the boost.
She's
Like boost. Boost.
She's DMing them like, "Hi,
she's
Tracy."
emailed Star Magazine, like, who wore it best, like, and then
Is there anything to say this week?
I
Do we have
think
anything?
we've said a lot.
No, but like there's nothing coming up,
Spring
right?
fundamentals, everything.
We'll put a poll up on TCL to have the people vote as to who won.
Oh, I'm not ready for
Okay,
that.
so the fundamentals have been on pre-order. We have quite a few of them in and quite a few of them not in. But we do have some really good ones in. We have got an Almost Reckless podcast coming out soon. It's amazing. So the founder and CEO of Reservoir Media, hence Matt and his sweatshirt here. And then we're heading to Savannah.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Paula Wallace, being hosted by SCAD and doing an incredible photo shoot and campaign there for our fall 26 collection.